Alright guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. If you like this video, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you like the video, feel free to up like it too. So today, I'm going to talk about a social issue, and this has been going on forever, forever, forever. And it's me beating a dead horse again. It's me letting this elephant out of the room at least 5 times in the past couple of months in my videos. But the bottom line is this: Europeans will never respect Africans. They will never look at Africans with dignity until we look at ourselves with such dignity. And even then, they're going to view us as a threat. That's just the reality. That's the bottom line. Okay, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it that it's with all Europeans, but it is with a high majority of Europeans. Okay. Now, here's the thing, okay? I was reading this article and I thought to myself, well, you know, they feel comfortable doing this because we let them do it. But there's this one reality show, I think it's called The British Tribe Next Door or something like that. And what it has to do with is this English woman. She lives in a village, a Hema village with in Namibia. And basically it basically like documents like her day-to-day dealings with the village and stuff like that. But the fact that it's a reality TV show, the fact that it kind of makes a mockery out of African culture and African traditional lifestyle goes to show how highly they view Africans. Here's the thing about this show that really made me mad is that, you see them going into the village and, you see them doing this. You see them doing it in a way that is not really about learning the culture and whatnot. It's not about like actually understanding the culture. It's about a way of fetishizing the culture. It is a way about perverting the culture. Because at the end of the day, although Africa is pretty much like westernized to a T, people still do have traditional lifestyles. People still do have different worldviews that don't have to do with the Virgin Mary or anything of that nature. Now, the thing is about this show, and this is what I don't like about it either, she tries to like look like the Himma people. She tries to do the whole get up and stuff like that, but it looks stupid and it looks corny. And and this is the thing that about us Africans is that we are such a warm people. We are such a open people. We are people that are willing to extend our you know ex- extend ourselves out to different people. And the problem is, man, we should have basically you know basically what I'm saying is we should have basically did like what those Seminoles did in that one island, where when there is an intruder on that island, they will deal with that intruder in a way that is not really appealing to the masses. They'll kill them, and that's the reason why they still have their traditions. That's the reason why they still have their lifestyle. That's the reason why nobody has colonized them. Nobody has even thought of coming to that island, because they know what time they on. And that's what I think we need to do. you know uh and so that's the whole thing. That's the you know this is when I saw what they were doing on this show, I just said to myself, man, it's not surprising, because we let them do it. We let them ridicule us. We let them exploit us. We let them have fetishes about us, and it continues on. I'll give you another example of this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can make a reality show out of this. What happens here, but in the Gambia, especially in the Gambia, I had a cousin who was doing business there. The main thing that he saw in the Gambia is he saw these old European women getting their rocks off with these young Gambian guys. Now, these young Gambian guys, because of the infrastructure of the country, they were in hopes that, by them getting their rocks off with these European women, that it was access to a visa and it was access to a better life elsewhere in Europe. And I'm talking about these women didn't just come from one place in Europe, they came from multiple places in Europe. Some of them came from Sweden. Some of them came from Denmark. Some of them came from some of them came from, you know, just different parts. England especially, though. I'll tell you that. So with this being said, with these things being said, it's no wonder that they're diving into the reality TV show market. Those are the only ones that I mean, that's the only market in which they haven't tapped into to exploit Africans, and now they're doing it because we're letting them do it. Because the thing is that happens is when we're influenced by the West, when we're thinking like what Kim Kardashian does is normal, when we're thinking that what goes on reality TV is something to aspire to, we get easily influenced and our traditional values go away. And that's what's happening with this. And so what I fear, this is basically something that I don't want to happen, but I can actually see happening, is that, with the Himba tribe, with this influx of reality TV and with this influx of, I should say, this European family basically making a mockery out of their culture and things like that, that it's gonna trickle its way into the tribe, and that the youth coming up in that tribe are gonna think it's okay to do the stupid shit that woman is engaged in. Because the problem is that she has no respect for culture. She has no regards to culture. I can see if she went there to try to, enhance the culture, elevate the culture, and actually add more good into the culture. But no, she wants to go there and instill her values, which, I'm sorry to say it, have not really produced things that have been conducive to Africa or conducive to the progress of African people. So that's why I have a problem with it. So like people be like, yo, Fula, why you getting on them? Yo, Fula, why you getting on these Europeans, man? They just appreciate you. Yo, Fula, why don't you like letting them in your circles, man? Why don't you let them in your study groups? Because I know what time they're on already, okay? And so this is why I don't let them. This is why I don't let them in these affairs, because this TV shows exactly the reason why. Okay, that's and this goes to show what time they're on. Okay, it goes with missionaries, it goes with all of them. Okay, that's just how it works. Very rarely do you meet a sincere European who's actually sincere in their intentions with Africa. Okay, it's very rare, and usually that one is outcast by their people, their own people. Okay, and so this is what it is. Okay, and so I know I'm going to sound politically incorrect, but this show further proves my point when it comes to how Europeans view Africans. Okay, it just goes to prove my point. This is the thing. When Africans and Europeans find common ground in something like football, it's all dandy. It's all good. Everything's cool. Everything's hunky-dory. But when you mention the real shit that's going on and the real shit that they're doing in Africa and the real issues, that's when shit turns sour on you. And so I guarantee you, if I point this out to like a European or something like that, which I'm not, because they already know what time it is with this. If I point it out and say, yo, this shit ain't cool, what this show is about, and how this show makes African people look, then there's going to be a problem. But I guarantee you, if I say, oh, did you see Tottenham play the other day? There'll be a grin from cheek to cheek. But these are the issues they don't like to talk about, though, man. But anyhow, man, this is all I got about this situation, man. You know, we need to do better. And if we want to do reality shows, let's not go to them. Let's do that shit ourselves. Let's show how we live ourselves without them narrating it. Okay? It's amazing because, you know, Amilcar Cabral, and I read this in a book and I was shocked. And my uncle and my dad furthermore co-signed this passage in a book because they were witness to this themselves, which made them want to take action and made them with the shits when it came to guerrilla warfare. But basically, you know, the Portuguese used to have Africans in human zoos. They used to take Africans from Africa and put them on display in Portugal as human zoos. Mind you, there were African students there studying. My uncle being one of them. So this is the amount of disrespect we're dealing with, and we're still dealing with it to this day. Okay? I can't talk. I can only do more than I say. But cultural emancipation requires study and action. And even if it's the smallest actions, we got to do it. Because this is unacceptable. This show pisses me off. Even more so than the 90-Day Fiancé with the guy who's insulting Nigerians basically by being with a tub of lard. You know, who can't even have kids. And has so much mileage on her already. But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now. Fula signing out. I'm Jarama.